Ever wondered how your daily actions impact our planet? Let's dive into that by understanding our carbon footprint. A carbon footprint, simply put, is the total amount of greenhouse gases, including carbon dioxide, that are generated by our actions. It's like an environmental shadow we cast, stretching from the energy we use at home to the way we travel, to the food we eat. Why does reducing it matter, you ask? Well, the higher the carbon footprint, the greater the impact on our planet's climate. So, by shrinking our footprint, we can help slow down the rate of global warming. Now, let's take it a step further. There are a bunch of great online tools, like carbon footprint calculators, that can help you measure your personal impact. By understanding where your biggest emissions come from, you can identify where to make the most effective changes. Armed with knowledge, you now hold the power to make changes. A bite of food, a bite of change. How can our diet choices make a difference? Imagine your plate as a mini landscape. Each ingredient represents a journey, a story of how it reached your table and the environmental impact it made along the way. Now, what if we could make these stories greener, more eco-friendly? That's where sustainable food choices come into play. It starts with embracing a plant-based diet. This doesn't mean you have to go full vegan or vegetarian. However, reducing your meat and dairy consumption can significantly lower greenhouse gas emissions. According to research, if we all went vegetarian for just one day a week, it would be equivalent to taking about 5 million cars off the road. That's the power of plants. Next, let's talk about local and seasonal eating. Buying local reduces the carbon footprint associated with food transportation. It also supports small-scale farmers who often use more sustainable farming practices. And when you eat in season, you're choosing foods that haven't been artificially ripened or stored for long periods, which saves energy. And what about food waste? The Food and Agriculture Organization estimates that 1/3 of all food produced worldwide is wasted. That's a huge amount of resources thrown away. So consider planning your meals in advance to avoid overbuying. Learn how to store foods properly to extend their life and get creative with leftovers. Now let's put it all together. Imagine a dinner plate filled with a vibrant rainbow of locally grown seasonal veggies, maybe a side of quinoa or lentils, and a delicious dressing made from yesterday's leftovers. Not only does it look delicious, but it's also a meal that respects our planet. So the next time you're at the grocery store or planning your meals, think about the journey your food takes and how you can make it more sustainable. It might seem like a small step, but it's these small steps that lead to big changes. Remember, every sustainable choice on your plate contributes to a healthier planet. On the move, make it green. Our daily commutes and occasional travels can contribute significantly to our carbon footprint, but luckily there are plenty of ways to go about it sustainably. Public transportation, for instance, is a great starting point. Trains, buses, trams, they all carry multiple passengers at once, reducing the overall emissions compared to the same number of people driving their individual cars. And when public transport isn't an option, carpooling is another fantastic way to share the ride and the emissions. But what about those short-distance travels, like going to the local grocery store or visiting a nearby friend? That's where biking comes into play. Not only does it give off zero emissions, but it's also a fantastic way to sneak in some daily exercise. And then, there are electric vehicles. While they may have a higher upfront cost, they're a game changer in the long run, with no tailpipe emissions and the potential to run on renewable energy. They're the future of sustainable transportation. So how can you incorporate these into your everyday life? Start by assessing your current travel habits and consider where you can make changes. Can you take the bus to work instead of driving? Can you cycle to the park instead of taking a cab? Every small change adds up. Remember, it's not about perfection, but making conscious choices where we can. Every journey matters. Make yours count. Our homes, our havens. But how can they be kinder to our Earth? Let's journey into a world where our homes not only provide comfort but also contribute to the health of our planet. Imagine living spaces powered by energy-efficient appliances, where every device is set to energy-saving mode, and your lighting is as efficient as it is bright. Sounds like a future dream, right? Well, it's an achievable reality today. Let's start by replacing traditional bulbs with LED lighting. Not only do these use less energy, they last longer, meaning you'll be changing bulbs less often. Next, let's look at our appliances. From refrigerators to washing machines, Opting for energy-efficient models can significantly reduce the amount of electricity we use. When shopping for new appliances, look for those with an Energy Star label, a trusted symbol for energy efficiency. But what about when we're not using our appliances? Even in standby mode, many devices continue to consume power. Plugging devices into a power strip and switching it off when not in use can help save energy and cut down on your utility bills. While we're on the subject of saving, proper insulation is a game changer. It keeps your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer, reducing the need for heating and cooling. Insulation is like a cozy blanket for your home, keeping the temperature just right while consuming less energy. Now let's talk about renewable energy sources. Solar panels, wind turbines, geothermal energy. These are no longer things of the future. They're practical, accessible, and they're transforming homes into self-sustaining power stations. Last but not least, consider smart home technologies. Thermostats that learn your schedule and adjust temperatures accordingly, lights that switch off when you leave the room, and appliances that run when energy demand is low. These are just a few examples of how technology can make our homes more energy efficient. Transform your home into a beacon of sustainability. The earth thanks you. Waste not, want not. But how can we truly achieve this? Let's delve into the 3 R's of sustainability: reduce, reuse, and recycle. These simple steps can dramatically decrease the amount of waste we generate. First, let's focus on reducing. That means buying less, and when we do buy, choosing items with less packaging or choosing products that last longer. Next, we have reuse. Before you throw something away, ask yourself if it can serve another purpose. An old t-shirt can become a cleaning rag, a glass jar can become a storage container. The possibilities are endless. Then we have recycling. From paper to plastic, many materials can be remade into new products. But remember, recycling should be the last resort after reducing and reusing. Now let's talk about composting. It's a fantastic way to turn food waste into nutrient-rich soil. And the best part? It can be done right in your backyard. Another approach to minimizing waste is adopting zero-waste swaps for everyday items. Think reusable shopping bags, metal straws, and cloth napkins. Lastly, let's not forget the power of our wallets. By supporting companies that prioritize sustainable packaging, we send a clear message that we value our planet's health. Every item saved from the landfill is a victory for our planet. So let's make every effort count. Spend your money where it matters. But what does that mean? Well, every time we make a purchase, we're essentially casting a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. By choosing products from companies committed to sustainable practices, we're not only getting the goods we need, but we're also supporting a healthier planet. It's about backing brands that consider their environmental impact in every step of their process, from sourcing raw materials, production methods, to packaging and distribution. These brands are transparent about their practices and are continually striving for improvement. But how can you tell if a brand is genuinely sustainable? Start by looking at their mission statement. Do they have clear sustainability goals? Check if they hold any eco-certifications and see if they are a part of any environmental initiatives. Remember, every purchase is an opportunity to make a difference. Vote with your wallet, support sustainability. Together, we can make a difference. We've journeyed through understanding our carbon footprints, making sustainable food choices, opting for eco-friendly transportation, reducing energy consumption at home, minimizing waste, and supporting sustainable brands. Our collective actions, no matter how small, can lead to a ripple effect of positive change. It's about making mindful decisions every day, whether it's choosing a plant-based meal, biking to work, or supporting a company that values sustainability. It's about realizing that each of us plays a vital role in preserving our planet for future generations. So, let's continue this conversation. Share your own sustainable living tips or perhaps a success story in the comments below. Every bit of knowledge shared, every action taken, brings us one step closer to a sustainable future. Join us in this journey towards a sustainable future. Like, subscribe, and share your own sustainable living tips in the comments below.